Good morning dear students and welcome back to the online classes provided by Exponential Public School. I hope you must have a wonderful and blissful summer vacations, but as we all know that COVID-19 situation in our country is getting worse day by day. So online teaching is the only option we had to continue our teaching so that your studies doesn't get hindered due to COVID-19. And this is the only option we have, this is the best option we have had right now. So class, we are resuming our class with the second poem of class 8, that is Geography Lesson. This is a poem written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Let's see what is the central idea or introduction of the poem. In this poem, the poet have a view of his city where he lives from 10,000 feet above the sky. He is sitting in an aeroplane, and he had a look at his city, and he understood the importance of geography lessons, the mapping and scaling he did during his geography lessons when he was a student. This poem is divided into 3 paragraphs, and each para is of 6 lines. Let's see, the first paragraph is about the importance of categorization or labeling of the land. Second paragraph tells us why the civilization, like Indus Valley civilization and Nile civilization and other civilization in ancient times took place amongst the valley or river sides. And in the third paragraph, the poet wonders why people hate each other, and when he sees this land, or when he see the earth from the sky, it looks one. But going down on land, when we are among the people, we are not one. We are divided by our religion, by our caste, by the work we do. So in the third paragraph, the poet wonders why we behave separately, why we have the feeling of hatred and unacceptance towards others. So class, I'm reading the poem loudly for you all. You all have to listen it carefully and look at your own books while I'm reading the poem. Let's see. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. Seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. The poet repeats the first 2 lines repeats the first line in the last line of para first. Now para second. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. With the logic of geography, that land and water attracted men was clearly delineated. The logic of geography, the land and the water attracted man was clearly delineated when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Now the third paragraph, when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear that earth was round and that it had more sea than land. But it was difficult to understand that the men on earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. So this was the poem written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Now the glossary words: inevitable, something that is not avoided or which cannot be stopped. Second, haphazard, something which is done without any planning or without any pre-discussion. Delineated means shown or referred. Now class, I'll explain the poem paragraph wise. The first paragraph. When the jet sprang into the sky. The poet says when the airplane came into the sky, he understood why the city was clear and why it had developed itself in that way. There seemed an unavoidable thing about why the ground looks like an unplanned thing, and why it has something in unique style or different style when the aeroplane came up in the sky. This was the paragraph. It seems like why the things are undistributed or why unplanned, and why the things are not a systematic manner. And the second paragraph says when the jet reached 10,000 feet. Now when he was 10,000 feet above the land, he noticed why the country and the cities were this way, why the plan or why there is not a systematic thing or unplanned thing, because he understood the value of geography lessons which were taught to him during his lessons. He understood why people settled down near rivers or by the side of rivers or in the valleys, and he got the logic of geography that it was the water and the land, cultivated land, a fertile land, sorry. It was the water and fertile land along by the sides of rivers and valleys that attracted man, because man could cultivate his own crops by the sides of rivers and in the valleys. Now it was clearly shown, or it was proved, that this was the reason why people used or people preferred to settle down near the rivers and valleys in ancient time, because there they could produce their own food, they could grow their plants and food, and there they could get access to the natural things like wood, fire, water and other things, and they could settle down there in a very comfortable and easy way. The third paragraph says when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear that earth was round. When he was 10,000 feet above the land, it was clear that this earth has a round shape and that earth covers 75% of water and 25% of land. But he was still not able to understand why men on earth have different reasons to fight with each other or to hate each other. The people in the earth have built walls, borders, wired the cities and countries just to keep themselves separate, or as they think themselves different from the others. And if someone tries to cross that border or that wall or that wiring or fencing, people don't hesitate to kill each other. And he was still not able to understand the difference why people feel by making themselves or by dividing themselves by these walls, fences, borders or wires. And he says it was very clear from the sky, or 10,000 feet above the sky, that earth is round, but still it was not clear. The thing why people hate each other was not clear. So class, this was the poem. Now what you have to do at home is write down the glossary words, and 5 word meanings, including the glossary words. You have to add 2 more new words with their meanings in your fair notebook. And I will give you an extract. We will discuss an extract. Based on that, I will provide you some questions that you have to solve out in your fair note. Let's see the extract. What is it? So this is the first question. You have to write down 5 word meanings from the poem. the geography lesson in your fair notebook, and after that you will write down extract or comprehensive check. Let's say comprehensive check. Class, see the third para. Third para, fourth line, fifth line, and 60. Para third. Fine. But it was difficult. It was difficult to understand. That the man on earth found causes to hate each. Causes to hate each other, to build wall across cities and to kill. Okay class, let's have a look. Comprehensive check. Para third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh line. Let's see. But it was difficult to understand that the men on earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across the cities and to kill. Let's see the first question. Question number 1 is, why it was difficult to understand, or what was the thing which was difficult to understand? Which thing? Let's say, which thing was difficult to understand? And the answer for this will be the thing that why man or why people hate each other was difficult to understand, because from 10,000 feet above the land, the earth was clearly round and it was fragmented into, or it was divided into cities or countries by walls, by borders or by fences. Now the second question, why had the men built walls? Okay class, I have given you the answer in the very first question. The men had built walls to divide or to keep himself separate from other countries, other cities, other men's on the basis of caste, religion, creed and color. Now the third question, what does the man do if someone crosses his wall? Means if someone tries to get over or enter the men's area, that particular men's area by trespassing, what does the man do? He just kill and strike a war against the other men or other country. So class, this is it. You have to solve out this extract or comprehensive check in your fair notebook after writing the word meanings in your fair notebook. We'll continue the same topic in our later sessions. Thank you so much. Stay home.